Hello, I'm Mariah Ramharak and welcome to a brand new episode of In Case You Missed It on SportsMax and CEEN TV. Well, the West Indies Breakout T20 League is in full swing at the Brown Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, the aim of this competition, according to the president of Cricket West Indies, to reshape how talent is developed in the Caribbean. Well, today I'm so pleased to be chatting with the captain of the Guyana Rainforest Rangers, Kimal Savory. Welcome to the show, Kimal. So happy we could have you on. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, today
How
is
are you?
I'm good. And today is an off day for you. So really happy that we could catch you. What do you usually do on your off days?
Oh, on my off days, I just relax, reflect, and maybe just go down at the pool side, relax a bit, and then head to the gym or something.
Oh, you have to work out on your off day. So I'm guessing you're that type of guy, always putting in the work, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, how much are you enjoying your time in Trinidad and Tobago? What are the playing conditions like and everything?
Yeah, I enjoy my stay so far. The playing condition is like you play. We had the first time we arrived the next day, we had a practice session, and then we head straight into the game. We had a 2 o'clock game, and then the next day, on the following day, we had a 7 o'clock.
Okay. And, as you say that, your team, Kimal, you've played 3 matches so far in the T20 Breakout League. No wins just yet, but what are your initial thoughts on the competition so far?
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative from the CWI coming up with this tournament and CPL. I think it's a good platform for our young players to get an opportunity for players who not been playing in CPL to get an opportunity or a shot at some T20 cricket. So I would say that is a great tournament so far.
Yeah, really, really great opportunity. I always say as a cricketer, all you want to do is play cricket. So any competition that comes up, players are excited to just get some game time in. So really a good initiative by Cricket West Indies and the CPL. Now, let's talk a bit about your team and the performances, because I know despite the losses, just tell me, Kimal, a bit about some of the areas that your team has been doing things right, because, there must be some areas so far that you're proud of as a captain. What are those?
Yeah, we have some positive in our team, especially in the power play. It's very amazing to see how the guys go about in the power play, especially with the bat. I'm speaking of course. They show some intent. And I think that is what T20 cricket is about. And even with the ball in the power play, it's amazing. It's amazing to see our young players. At this level, it is a high standard tournament, and could see that they have the ability to execute.
Yeah, really good stuff from the youngsters. And even in the entire competition, as you said, I think the quality has been good quality cricket, so it's enjoyable to watch. Now, Kimal, as a captain, and it's always easy to come on an interview when your team is doing well and talk about the positives. But, I think the true essence of a leader is being able to come to the forefront even when your team is losing and, just explain what has been going wrong. So I'll ask you to, if you can pinpoint an area of the game that you feel the team has to work on to ensure that they win the remaining matches.
I think what is lacking for us is not performance, because I saw we've been doing well. It's just that key moments, we're not winning the key moments, and I think that's something that causing us games. So I think as we all see, it's a tournament. Yeah, everyone wants to win, but most importantly, I think it's for the youngsters to learn. And once you learn fast, it would be good for each and everyone in this competition.
Yeah. And what about yourself, your individual performance, Kimal? Have you set any targets for the competition? Are there any areas that you want to tap into as well?
No, I don't normally set goals, but for me, I always, as a leader, I wanted to see my team do well. And even for individual in my team, I always happy for players, who might stand out because I know that cricket is a team game,
Yes.
and that's me. Who knows? That's how I is. So I think it's a learning curve for me as well, because as I said earlier, the first T20 tournament, I'm the captain. So I wouldn't pinpoint a specific area in terms of my players and so on. So I would say it's a learning curve for me as well going forward.
Yeah, I love what you said just now. Cricket is a team game. Of course, when your teammates do well, the entire team benefits, and vice versa. If somebody lets you down, then of course the rest of the team pays for it. You're the skipper, and I always say that it is a heavy burden to wear, especially as I said, you're on the losing end right now, Kemal. It's not a secret. The numbers speak for itself. Has it been a difficult task for you leading this group of players?
Um, I wouldn't say a difficult task, because I've been captain for the regional 40 in the first round against Barbados. But the difference between T20 cricket and 40 cricket, you don't have much time. You don't have much time to reflect. You have to think quick because T20 cricket is a fast-paced game. So the minute you slip up, the game goes so fast from you. So I wouldn't say that and then the pressure. Yeah, we're losing. We're losing. It's tough. It's tough as a captain when you know that everyone is looking at you. But I must say this, and I'm very proud to have my family who supported me back home because they know that I wanted to win. I'm a person don't like losing, but that's how it goes sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, and of all the teams that you've faced so far, because you've played a lot of the teams already, 3 matches in total, which has been your toughest opponent? Or, just from watching as well, which team you feel is a tough one to crack?
It always when Guyana play Trinidad, it's always an intense game. Yes, I would say Trinidad because it was a more I would say a competitive uh kind of match, because everyone is not a secret. Trinidad and Guyana are always at it, so I would say Trinidad.
So, Kemal, at what age did you realize that you wanted to play cricket professionally?
I would say I wanted to start playing cricket professionally at the age of 13 because I started playing club cricket at the age of 12. So after I start playing like normal club cricket and so on, so I started getting the love for it, and then I got selected for the Guyana under 15, and from then on I realized that I could actually make cricket a career out of cricket.
Yeah. And has it been a difficult journey? Because one of the things I like to listen to is the stories of cricketers. Everybody's journey is different. There are players who would have started before, and in their country there were things were not in place for them. But how was it for you when you started?
Yeah, it always was a bit tough for me, because where I grew up, that's in Esikribble,
Right.
right? We never had like professional coaches back then, so like everything you had to learn on your own, and maybe you're watching cricket on television. So yeah, it was a bit challenging.
Yeah, and you were a part now, Kemal, because you're telling me about the struggles, and I get it because I feel like every cricketer has a story, but I always say it's about how you get over these obstacles and what you make of the opportunities when they come to hand. And I feel like you are a true testament to that because you've received opportunities, and I think you've taken those opportunities with both hands, right? Because you're a part of the Guyana team, and y'all won you told me before, the vice captain of that team, and you won the 2025 Windies Championship. And I mean, that is a perfect example of you getting the opportunity despite everything that happened before and taking it with both hands. And how was that experience for you?
Yeah, it's a great experience. My coach always told me, Rich is Ryan Orclease, he always said, As a cricketer, you just need one opportunity. You don't need five or six. You need one. And when I sat with him, and we have a good relationship. So when he talked to me, I listen, and yeah, it's all it takes. Just an opportunity a player needs. At one time, I didn't I didn't know that if I would have been playing for Guyana at one time, but then it's those moments. When you get success, you look back and it is always joyful.
Yeah, and I have to ask you, because now that you got some time to sit back and reflect on that Windies Championship win, what was your major takeaway from the title win? Like, was there anything in particular that will remain etched in your mind for as long as you live?
Oh yeah, it's the third time I'm in the team. We winning the championship. But what was most special for me is that I was a vice captain, and earlier in that tournament, I was captain against Barbados in the first round.
Yeah.
For the first time I ever captain a team at the professional level. So I would say that that would live with me forever.
Yeah, and one of the things about these competitions is they give you the opportunity, Kimal, to work alongside some of the senior players, some of the players that would have represented West Indies, some of the players that even growing up you really adore, you admire, right? Were you able to learn anything working alongside the senior players? Were you able to pick their brains, maybe to see why they do so well?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I would always say Versami Pramal. I call him the legend. Yeah, I learned so much from him. That although he's a bowler, he understands the game. He played the game for a long period of time. So he helped me out with my batting in whatever area I needed. We have a good relationship as well. So if he saw something that I need to improve on, he would tell me. He would even share how I should go about my innings, whether it's 40, whether it's the T20, So I would say Veersamy, he always, always willing to help. And not just for me alone, but for every youngster in the team. And even my coach, Hercules, he's a great human being. He always willing to help me out in any sort of way where I need it, whether it's the wicket keeping, batting, and even teaching me about the game as well, how in certain situation how you could play this and so on.
Yeah, I'm so happy, Kimal, that you have that support because, sometimes some players don't have that and they would feel alone from time to time. So it's always good to have that support system. And you spoke about the support system home, but it's always good to have it within your team as well because I think it just makes the job a bit easier. This one for you now. What are your aspirations to play Test cricket? And I'm talking about West Indies Test cricket because what I love to do is check the numbers, and when I check the numbers of all the Windies batsmen who played the last Test match against Pakistan in January, only Craig Brathwaite, and that's 38.10. He has a better first-class batting average than you. Your batting average is 37.04. So I've checked the numbers, and I'm coming with this question to you. What would it mean to you, Kimal, to get that Test call-up?
That would mean the world to me. That's every kid dream. That would be a dream come true for me. Even my family, my dad, home, he always wanted me to play for West Indies. That's all I could recall since I started playing cricket as a youngster. He always tell me that I have what it takes to play for West Indies. Um, yeah, I would be very grateful when the time come.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would be very grateful.
yeah,
I
can't
hope I
wait.
don't. I hope I don't cry.
Well, even if you do, Kimal, that's okay because I mean it's just part of life. Emotions are a part of life, and I can't wait to find out when you get that test call up as well. Just keep putting in the hard work, and as I say that, preparation and hard work is very, very key, right? What does a
Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask you to just walk us through like a day in training for you. Like, let's just say, okay, you have a training day today. You wake up. Like, what's your routine like?
Okay. Well, I wake up every morning. Not just training, but we're talking about training. I would wake up. play my gospel, uh, get dressed, get dressed, head to the bus, turn up at the ground, start, doing my band work, my band routine, get into my normal stretches before practice. I don't really like batting bowlers in the nets because for me, I just don't get enough. So I would take the coach, go in a net with me and him, and we would do like some throwdowns. I would do some arm. After batting, I might go and do some keeping because I love wicket keeping. Although
Yes.
sometimes I spend time in the outfield, but I love wicket keeping, so I would make sure I keep tapping up, in the field and so on.
Yeah, you said you listened to your gospel, and I got a light bulb right away. How important is that spiritual aspect of your life?
Yeah, it's not nothing possible without God. You understand? And I always believe in God, whether I am doing good or I am doing bad. In terms of performance, I still keep the faith because I know that he's a true and living God, and I know he does do things for me in terms of like once I keep praying, prayers move mountains. Since I'm a kid, I heard of that and I witnessed it for myself,
Yeah.
you know. So I always keep that in the back of my mind, and yeah, that's me.
Yeah, and even I believe, I think when things aren't going your way is when you need to keep the faith. It's like a test. And then when you get through that part, Kemal, you feel like, oh, that's why I had to go through this, but this great thing on the other side. So I'm really happy to hear that as well, balancing your spirituality with your game and getting the support from those around you. This one, do you feel like you get enough opportunities to showcase your skills? Like, would you rather have more matches? I mean, this is a start. This Windies T20 Breakout League is a good start, but would you be happier if there were more competitions for you to take part in?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think the more cricket I play, that would be better for me. I would even improve my game daily, So I would say yes. The more competition I find myself in, hopefully, so that would be something great for me, and I'm looking forward to playing in a lot of competitions ahead.
Yeah, and you're the future when it comes to cricket, so I'm going to have to ask you this very difficult question because I feel like the future is in your hands as well. So, do you think West Indies can get back to their glory days, when winning was a habit and everybody was so happy? Do you think that's possible?
Yes, definitely, definitely. I always watch West Indies cricket, and I just don't like look at them when they're not, like when they're losing and thing. I look at the both sides. So I would say, yeah, what it just take a good bunch of players, to believe in each and every one, and I think that's all it takes because we all saw what happened in Australia. We all saw what happened in Pakistan. So I would say, it's just belief. I think once we could believe in each other, we would do no wrong.
Yeah, for sure, and I can't wait for those days, Kemal, where I can be happy like my co-host who would have, witnessed West Indies during their winning days. So I'm banking on you for that, okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's now time for my favorite part of today's show is what we call rapid fire time. So I'll ask you a question and you say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite format of the game?
That's much.
Now, Kemal, if you were not a cricketer, what would you be?
If I weren't a cricketer, what would I be? A police officer.
Really? Law and order. Great. Good job. Now I understand
Yeah.
why you're the captain. All right. So, apart from cricket now, do you watch or play any other sport?
Yeah, I love football. Yeah, I love
Okay.
football.
Nice. And
Yeah.
and a lot of cricketers tend to warm up with football, like kick around some balls and all of that just to get ready for cricket matches. I never understand that.
Yeah, I think let us get a vibe going into the match. So
Yeah,
I think everyone prefer to play football.
good. Now this one, who's the last person you texted?
My wife,
Okay. Now this one, what song are you listening to?
TJ, cannot complain.
Oh, wow. Nice. I don't think I know that one, which means I'm going to have to check it right after the show. This
Yeah.
other rapid fire question. Your most used emoji when texting?
Prayer sign.
A pray? Like the praying sign?
Yeah, the prayer sign.
Oh, okay, good. This one, night in or night out?
I didn't get that.
Would you rather a night in or a night out?
Night in.
Okay. And this final one, if you could trade places with a cricketer for one day, who would it be?
What a trade. Yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see.
I have one. I have
I
one.
have to look at it, man.
Who is it?
I didn't see the one. One minute.
Who's your favorite cricketer? Won't you want to trade places with them for one day?
I have so many right now, but I would say Colin Monroe.
All right, so I just stumped you because you were just like, I don't know, I didn't see this one coming. But yeah, Colin Monroe is a good one. I feel like I would
Yeah.
trade with Brian Lara because I'd want to see like how people treat him and the recognition, and then I'd want to like bat and make those runs, you know. But Colin Monroe, top answer. So, Kimal, we're just going to head across to social media now. Let's see what they've been saying about you.
Okay.
All right, this one is just about the Breakout League, and it's coming from West Indies Cricket. They're saying, President of Cricket West Indies, you know, the Breakout League will be transformative for Caribbean cricket. Would you agree, disagree? What do you think about this, that it will transform Caribbean cricket?
Yes, I agree with that. Definitely, definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
statement.
All right, so good comment there. Another one, please. This one, Jediah Blades pulls things back for the Rainforest Rangers after death. Breakout T20 and of course Windies Cricket and CPL 25. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, Jediah Blaze, he's a top player, for his age. I think he plays like a real mature player, for his age. Every time I give him the ball, he always up for the challenge. And that's something I admire about the young man, And I know that he has a bright future and he have a long way to go.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much, Kimal, for joining me on your day off to just talk about, what's happening with you and with cricket as well as the T20 Breakout League. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon when you get that West Indies call-up.
Thank you. Hope yeah.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward for it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, folks, so that's a wrap for today's episode. And in case you missed it, be sure to like, share, and comment, and let me know what are your thoughts on the T20 Breakout League. Do you like it? Or maybe not? Let me know. Goodbye for now.